That's a really bad intro. Hello everyone and welcome to Thermal Formula 1 Racing round 22, funnily enough. I'm in game chat, give me a sec. Fuck. Right, welcome to round 22 of the TFR Championship. Here in Abu Dhabi at the Yas Marina circuit. Sorry for the very dodgy intro. I was confused to why the Mercedes looked like it said, well, it didn't look like it, it did say Lando Norris on it for some reason, but you know. So this is the final round of anything TFR related on this game. As if you were wondering why they're a driver on wet tyres, they're on wet tyres to do the donuts they want to do. All drivers have been permitted to do donuts in qualifying 1, as it's the final race of the season. They're all only allowed to do it in certain bits off the track, like this spot here. They are all, you know, what's the word I was looking for? I haven't got a clue what word I was looking for. But they're all enjoying themselves on these wet tyres, getting in donuts before they do their laps of qualifying 1 here today. They aren't allowed to do their donuts anywhere else, as Parker is having a great time trying to navigate the track on these wet compound tyres, so we are going to watch him. He's doing donuts on the track. That is illegal. That would be closely monitored by the FIA. Lias is wasting a pair of softs because he's got no brain. Matty, Haas... Go Haas, yes, but I don't think they're going to be as up there as you want them to be. Hello Marcel, I can see you in there. Don't think I can. So we will watch the Mercedes here, who is invalid, so we're not going to bother watching him. We'll watch someone who is on a lap, and that is we, setting a purple Sector 1. And Matty, technically they're not like your drivers yet. But Marcel, sorry, but it's just true. Why would you use a pair of softs to do your donuts? Like, no one else did. But of course he had to do it. Just for anyone watching the race replay, I am talking to the Twitch stream chat. And Matty, we all know you didn't sign them for next season because the contract templates haven't been released yet, so it's physically impossible to sign anyone for the next season. As we watch Red Hawk doing his donuts as well. Ah, he's got a puncture. The people's man, thank you. I would love to know why, but thank you. I'll take it. I'm quite confused how he's got a puncture. Joe's got one too. Finn, not yet. He's still going. Who else is on wets? Barker's still struggling. He's punctured. Oh! Is he gonna... No, is he gonna hit the wall? Oh! He is lucky there not to be out. Carrying his wing back to the pits, hoping they can refit it for him. Oh my god. Oh no! No! I'm sorry, but that... Could we just say that never happened? I feel bad for the guy. What's Red Hawk doing? Has Red Hawk forgotten where the track is? Oh no, he's got puncture, Annie. Let's just watch this, this will be funny. Oh, I feel so bad for Charlie. Like... See, this is how you enter the pit lane. This is how you enter the pit lane. And this is another case of how you enter the pit lane. Maybe not. What's Joe doing? So, Charlie confused how his suspension broke there. I mean, Joe's just having fun here. Corey Marshall not here today. I've only just realised that as Joe is just, you know, being Joe. I'm gonna go with Bass, because he's my favourite driver here, obviously. Best driver in the league right here. Oh god, Bass. How? I have no question. I need to. I don't get it. Bash, you can't do donuts there. These drivers not realise they have to do donuts off the track, right? Let's see how Joe's getting on with his lap on his punctured wets. See, I don't know whether to watch the actual laps or to watch this. Because this is more entertaining, but let's see what. Wait, just. This is just better to watch. I don't want to watch the actual laps anymore. Was this Wheeze going off to have fun? No way. Wheeze is doing it too. Good job he doesn't need these softs again. Oh, Bass Joe, Bass, mate. I promise you the Q2 and 3, the race will be much more professionally commentated. This is quite fun to watch. Is he could have been at the same place Charlie been at? Nope, surprisingly not. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do have a driver who's come from F2 to race here today. He did receive a super license and now he's been given his chance in F1. It's Mab606. As Bass has successfully now. Oh, Joe. We all saw what happened to him in Suzuka when he ended up running too long, so let's just. Wheeze is still going. His car sounds like it's trying to play music. So we'll start watching people's actual laps now. So here's Lias, heading through Sector 2 now, down into a turn that I do not know the number of. I don't know the numbers of any turns. Apparently he's done the fastest Sector 2. I wouldn't put it past him. It is 2 straights. That makes me sound like I'm saying he's bad. He's not bad, I promise. As we head now into the very, very sharp right. That is just a sharp right there. Then the left, and another left. Gets the power down nice and early, watches Wheeze doing his donuts. Gets the power down nice and early again. Goes around the final turn. And he sets a 134.7. It does not matter how much. Does not matter, how slow the time is, all drivers will get through. Apart from Charlie. Is Wheeze still going? He's punctured softs. Okay, he stopped. Is Joe gonna box? No. What? I don't get it. I don't see what he's going for here. I do not understand. Let's just watch this. So, I don't get it. I don't get what Joe's going for here, unless he's trying to set a lap on punctured wets, which he physically can't, because he keeps going off the track, but... I don't see the goal here. I am really confused to his motives. Like, I don't understand. So we're gonna watch Finn instead, because he's reserving for Mercedes today, and he's doing a cutting all the track, and he's gonna go into the pits, so it does not matter. Yep, Bass go for that. So I've received a message from Bass saying he's gonna go P1 on injures, which means he's leaving the pits. Oh god. I am curious to know if Bass will actually get through, like, set a good lap on these injures. Like, is Joe invalidated yet? Nope. Surprisingly, Joe is still on a valid lap. He's got no hands though. Like, I'm really confused. I don't know if anyone on stream can see what I'm seeing, but he does not have hands. Marcel, can you see that? That's, worrying. I mean, I wouldn't let a driver race if he didn't have hands. I don't know if that's just me. Personally, I think it's a bit of a safety concern. And invalid.Maybe not. So now he chooses to box, but he's gonna miss the pit lane, nearly. But I'm still quite scared for him, because he doesn't have hands. Like, I don't get it. Because we're going to watch Bass with his intermediate lap when he gets there, because I believe that will be entertaining. As we're going to go on the board, yes, on the board. For some reason Stevie's doing medium laps in Q1. I mean, I don't get why. I don't understand, because you're supposed to do mediums in Q2. But you know. It, I guess, makes sense. As JRT JD, or Dan as he's known in the Discord server, is on the top of the timing sheets at the moment. Wait, is this Dan? Or Spence Dan? No, Spence is Spence. Dan is Dan. Yeah, okay. Sorry, yeah. Bass is on his lap. This is scary for the whole of Renault, because they've already lost one car to the wet tyres. Don't think they're going to want to lose another. Oh, something's gone on. Something's happened. What happened? What happened? I need to know. Nothing happened. As I assume Finn is retired in the pit lane. As Bass is purple sector 2, definitely, I believe it. 100% purple. No doubt about that. Right, his time now is already slower than Wee's and JD's, and Spence. So... which just begs the question again of why the hell he's still... I don't understand a lot of these... I get it's the last race of the season, but like, come on. There you go. Fastest lap clearly on the inters. Best lap he could have done. quite literally. Tadpole here, the only Red Bull driver of the night. We are just gonna watch Tadpole go round on his laps. No, he didn't, did he? Bass. 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 How? Oh no. No. Bass. Oh, I'm gonna get Bass in the party in a minute. We just, yeah. Oh, he's gonna do the rest of qualifying with me, and then he'll go back to for the race. That's both Renaults have done that now, which is quite funny, I think. Joe's still doing his laps with no hands. Still quite confused to how that works. Yes, you might want to include your audio.
Heads up to all the drivers on Inters, don't touch the curbs. Yeah.
I got off board with you, and then I went on board with someone else, and then I picked up that you crashed. So I got on board with Joe just to see how you ended up in the wall.
A 150.7 is a good time on Inters.
No, it's not. Oh, on Inters, yes.
On Inters, it is, yeah. I think so. Joe,
so
just a heads
you
up.
Don't
touch curbs. Anyone, actually.
You want to... just stop. They're not going to hear you. None of the drivers are going to be watching.
Oh.
So, you want to talk about what went wrong in your qualifying session today, then, Bass?
Joe, getting a bit squirrely there. Well, yeah, anyway, well, I went on Inters, because Charlie's going to pay me 50 million, and that's what he said.
I still owe him 50 million. Mab's still doing his donuts.
Oh. Yeah, honestly, I think we're qualifying it quite well. I got the most out of the car that I possibly could have.
Yeah, I can see that. I really saw you get the most out of the car.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me comment earlier on about Lias. He decided to do his donuts on softs.
Yeah, I don't.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why. He probably could have just saved them for Q2 or Q3. But I mean, it's up to him. Yep. Me and Charlie, we're backing up the rear. You see that it was a team plan. It was honestly, it was planned. Both Renaults at the back.
Yes. So, since last week we mentioned driver markets and stuff, I might as well mention it again. Any idea where you're signing yet this season?
You know,
next season, not this season.
Wouldn't know, to be honest with you. Got no idea where you're signing, DJ.
Yes, Marcel will part of the Great Renault Master Plan.
You know
so you don't know at all where you're signing?
No, I haven't got a clue.
Not the slightest hint.
No. Well, pretty sure you know, don't you?
You're still under contract. I'm not.
Oh.
And since I'm not under contract, I could say where I'm gonna be next season if I wanted to. And I could probably give away where a lot of people are gonna be because people have told me. Put it this way, McLaren's lineup's gonna be strong. Racing Point, well, Aston Martin, sorry, they're gonna look strongish. Again, Alpine gonna look definitely to be the strongest team on the grid.
Yeah.
Not a clue about anyone else, to be
honestly,
fair.
I think Alpine are gonna win the championship next year.
Definitely next game, 100%.
Yeah,
Alpine there.
Yeah, I mean.
So who do you think is going to sign for Alpine then?
Do you know? I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. I think possibly Joe, maybe.
I mean, it's going to be no, that'd make it quite a weak lineup. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard Yana Watmer's coming to join it, but I mean, like, who really want,
Oh,
honestly, like, just, get,
now Yarno would go to Mercedes. He has to. Under contract to his esports thing, he has to.
well, I don't know, he can be fired. TFR, it's the place to be.
100%.
Which I don't think could be watching. Then we love you.
Oh, I mean, you said a good thing. You said TFR's the place to be. Finn's going to be happy about that.
True.
So, Marcel in the chat, you know who you're signing for next season yet? And if so, would you fancy giving us a nod? Give us a clue, and me and Bass can work it out. Whilst Mitt, Weeze and Red Hawk do their outlaps.
Give us a little bit of a clue. Just a clue.
Oh, give us a clue. Come on, Marcel.
Come on.
Weeze clearly eager to get his lap started already. The camera down the back straight actually looks really nice.
I've just realised Mr. Joseph Loke is not in this session.
Yes, because, wait, what?
Joe, you've done a stinker. You've done a stinker, Joe!
Yeah, but his only real competition, no offense to the rest of the drivers, is Weeze.
It's me. Me.
Technically, you're on the same sort of part of the grid as him, so...
Thanks for reminding me I'm at the back. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
As you said, Renault Master Plan.
Yeah. Charlie, come on. We're going to do this for the greater good.
What was that? What was that? What was that? The 10k claim thingy? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't get the notification. Someone did something.
Where?
Someone did something to do with channel points, and I haven't got a clue. I need to... I can't... Damn it. Unless I was getting 10 channel points. Yeah, I got 10 channel points. I'm confused about that. That's weird. Anyways, Finn, we are going to watch for his flying lap in his first Q2 of the Mercedes. Marcel got a highlighted message, and it simply said E. So Finn going out into
Mercedes.
No, I think he's just doing Mercedes this season.
Oh, okay.
Conveniently, this race last season, I think he drove for Ferrari. Anyways, as he rounds through, finishing off the first sector here, probably the easiest sector of the track, going purple so far. Having quite a nice lap at the moment. Goes round the hairpin to start off the double straights.
Oh, we have a...
He's standing in for Sam today, Marcel has told me.
Red Bull's off there.
No, he's only on an outlap, so it's alright. As Finn makes his way down into the chicane here in the middle of the second sector, the straight splitter, as I like to call it, as he nearly runs off the track and invalidates, but thankfully he didn't. DRS wide open now, heading down towards the second chicane on circuit. Well, that's the triple chicane, isn't it? Kind of.
It is indeed.
Doesn't invalidate, goes round over the curb. I didn't know you could take so much curb through there. We's going to 133.5 on the medium compound tyres. Let's see if Finn can beat that on the soft. Nearly invalidates, doesn't. Takes too much speed through that turn. Takes enough speed through there. Gets the power on nice and early. Red Hook in the wall.
It does look like a pretty decent lap, this. This does look like a pretty good lap.
Finn comes round the final turn to hook up his lap. And he comes across the line and sets a 1 minute 34.7. Clearly not as good as you thought it was, because he's an entire second behind his teammate. Although it did look very nice.
Look. Gotta believe in Finn.
Spence, JD, there you go. Doing a 133.5 on the medium compound. Spence doing a 134.1 on the medium compound.
So it looks
Your boy Mitt could be a real contender for today. Weeze has done a 133.5 on Mitt. Weeze has done a 33.5 on the mediums, and Mitt's done a 33.8 on the softs. Mab doing a 35.2 on the mediums. I'm Pretty sure that won't be enough. Crispy doing a 35.3, definitely not going to be enough. His teammate just behind him, going to use him for the slipstream, I suppose, down the 2 straights. Or not.
Oh my god.
Marcel, clip that, please.
We got last week's race winner coming out of the pits right now. Barker.
Who?
Barker.
Oh, right, yeah. Marcel, I don't know, but please just do it. Someone clip that. I need to.
Yeah, it looks to be like
Stevie, I think you're watching the stream. Clip it, please.
most people are qualifying on the mediums.
Well, someone explain to me how the Haas has messed that up so badly. Thanks, Marcel.
Stevie
so
Cat
we're
there,
gonna-
taking the alternative, I don't know how to say that word, alternative line through most of these corners. Is he going to do it? Go on,
As I've
Stevie.
got Tadpole here about to finish his lap on the medium compound tyres in the Red Bull. He comes around the final corner, he goes down to the line to set a 1 minute 34.7, puts him into P6. As Crispy doing the alternate line as well, somehow Lias has got ahead of him here. Makes sense. Stevie just disregarding track limits completely there. Track limits, who needs them? Spence, I believe, is on a lap doing a purple sector 1 on the medium compound tyres. Surprised he didn't invalidate there. Goes into the hairpin now. Hits the apex right bang in the middle. Hopefully, he's hoping to get some slipstream from Tadpole here down one of the 2 straights, but I don't think Tadpole's going to be nice enough to give it to him.
I think Finn's going to come on another lap. It looks like it.
Yeah, I think Finn definitely got time in that lap. But as much as that lap did seem very, very good, I think Finn has time.
Yes, I feel like from 2019, his improvement of the game has gone massively up, like ridiculously up.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
He's been getting so much more better. Like he's ridiculously fast. So I think if he puts in a good lap here, he might be in contention of a podium for the final race of the season.
Let's hope so. I mean, he was in contention for the podium in Monza, and then I cursed him. So I'm going to try not to say anything if he does get on that podium position, but I think Joe might do what I did in F2 yesterday and let whoever's in second win the race.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe not, because, because it might be
Bent
an
doing the
already
fastest
timed
lap there with a
race winner.
1:33.4.
It might be a race winner already, and then he might want that. That's if Joe can, get up the field, which I'm not saying.
I believe he's got the pace he kept to do it.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, he's won a British
stupid.
F4 race, of course he's got the pace.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If these cars have got F4 pace up, then I don't know what we're watching, to be honest.
As Barker comes across the line with a 1:33.6, putting him in P4, showing that last week was not a fluke and that he is I gave up. Is worthy of being up there on the positions on the podium. As Red Hawk supposedly doing a sector 2 fastest as he spins it as I get on board with him. Red Hawk does not like the cameras.
We've got Finn just about to start his lap here.
We'll go on with another lap with Finn then.
Not using too much of the exit curb, but again, it's not a bad of a choice. Just kissing the curb around there. Is he going to nail this braking point?
Actually, I'm going to hide the whole UI for this lap.
Just touching the curb. Is he going to get good traction? He does get good traction out of that hairpin there. It's just in the long straights now. This is the entirety, basically, of sector 2. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure on that. Yes, we are about to enter sector 2 now.
Yes, a double straight in sector 2.
Here we go. Is he going to... That's a good exit there from Finn. Absolutely, he just nailed the exit there completely. The air is wide open here, taking a tight line on there, but not too tight. You want to screw off some of the speed. Braking perfectly there. There's the triple chicane now. He nails the triple chicane there. Is he going to take how much?
I thought that would have been invalidated from the camera angle I watched.
Yeah, he invalidated there.
Can we just, under the lights, just point out how nice that Mercedes actually looks?
I know, it does actually look quite good, reflections.
That's the one thing I like about the black Mercedes.
It is definitely. I don't know, the silver. I don't know, I quite like the silver. I don't know, I feel like I don't know. I don't know if I like the black or the silver more now.
Well, I
it's
didn't do anything to do with league racing on the 2019 game, so
Well, no, just in
I
general.
don't really. I do prefer the silver Mercedes, but I think under the light black does look a lot better.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
As we're gonna watch Red Hawk as well, and we're gonna turn the HUD off and the UI We're gonna turn the UI off for this one as well because the cars do look really nice for some reason under these lights.
I also just noticed as well, we did start on a whole grid, mainly going for medium tyres, and now everyone's going on to softs. So
Yes, because I think only 2 people realistically should do softs. We're also here with the Haas of who's that on track? I can't actually tell.
Crispy. Yeah, Crispy.
Yep. We're gonna go back to the Alpha Tower here. As you can see there in the background, the Haas getting onto the straight as well. Never realised there was any elevation changes along that straight. Well, now I've seen it.
Red Hawk was indeed my first ever teammate in TFR. Fun fact for everyone.
My first teammate, who was it? It was James in F2.
Oh no, my first teammate in F2 was... I think I had 3. My main one was Choco, who is no longer in this league.
The teammates, although he did ruin qualifying last week, the teammates I've had in TFR, as we're just thinking of things to talk about now, was James in Silverstone Season 2 of F2. He was my only teammate that season and he only raced once.
Is that James Better?
Yes, and then in Season 3, my manager tried to get me multiple different teammates who were Red Hawk does not like the cameras, he keeps losing the rear end.
Yeah, he just back end kicked up.
Both teammates were very interesting at the game, and that was in my first season at Carlin, I believe.
Red Hawk's just invalidated on the first corner, first exit.
Oh, great. That's bad for him. We're going to go to Elias then. And then during my second season with Carlin, I had 2 teammates as well in 4 races, which were very interesting, and then I moved to F1. No, I didn't. I moved to Prima and had Zoga as my teammate.
And then you moved to F1.
Nope. And then I left Prima and was going to sign for MP, and then I signed for Renault.
And then you were my teammate.
And then we were teammates, yes. And then I showed you right up in the first race.
No, we don't talk about. Right, okay, you want to talk about past races, do you?
Wait, and then you showed me up in every other race. Let's just talk about Austria, maybe.
Sign me the big. I should just be Joe. Get me onto HR whatever developments. I forgot the name. HJR.
JHR.
There we go. I knew it was something JH and an R. Get me onto them.
Nah, I don't think they'd be stupid enough to sign you, not gonna lie.
Watch your mouth, mister.
Nah.
Don't get
right,
cheeky with me.
I think Tadpole's got some inner rule pace. He is the last season champion after all. I mean, where is he in the standings this season? Let's find out. He is... After Mexico, which is not the most recent race, which is really annoying. He was 6th in the standings after being P1 last season. Gone to 6th this season.
I was close.
I've got the Haas clip.
And we have Stevie currently about to round off his lap.
Let's go and have a look at that then, as Mab was taking the interesting route there. But Stevie coming around the final corner now, 5/10 up on his time. Does a 1 minute 35.3, and that only gains in one position. But Crispy is also on another lap, but he's on soft as well. He's a 10th up on his time.
All that final corner is literally just about the entry. You want to just kind of forget the exit. It's all about the entry to that final corner. The entry's the.
I think you want to balance the both of them.
Well, I mean, prioritize the entry because that's all. You can kind of the track's wide enough for you to just kind of let it drift out wide at the
Yep.
exit. It's Elias about to finish a lap now.
As he
Oh,
does a 1 minute
1:33.9.
33.9, sixth place, putting him above Finn. Fair enough to Elias.
Kudos, kudos.
Right, as we're going to watch Tadpole now, we're going to turn off the UI again because the Red Bull looks quite nice in night lights as well. As he comes through the final sector, now about to round the penultimate corner, rounds the penultimate corner. We're going to turn the UI back on so we can see what time he sets. He enters the pit lane. Red Hulk here, rounding the final corner. He's on a 1 minute 34.35 flat. That puts him into P9. Crispy better hope he can salvage this lap. Stevie.
That does
Going
mean
too
Red
slow
Hawk
to
could be through though.
It's yeah, because Stevie can't do another lap. He's physically not able to. As Crispy puts himself into P7. A Haas 6-7 here. Both Haas making it to Q3. Haven't seen that in a while. I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't even think I've ever seen that.
I've seen it twice.
I haven't. I don't care. Don't be cheeky. Right, well, on board to Stevie. You know, casual Sunday drive pace. I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, I think he's just enjoying his last moments on the track before the race.
Yeah. He was a burnout.
I'm
Stevie,
just going to quickly
grab
watch the Haas clip a second. 1 second.
Okay. And your two people getting knocked out of Q2 are both the Williams.
Looks like a
map.
repeat of Portugal. Was it? Was it when both Williams made Q3? Q2? Sorry, Portugal. Yes, IRL.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was, yeah. You are correct.
I want to see where Williams end up by the end of the season IRL because they've shown some really good pace.
Very true. One thing to talk about. The McLaren livery.
Oh, the Monaco McLaren livery.
Yeah.
I personally think that looks amazing.
I also do like the livery. Controversial.
Yeah,
Because it's not a Ford.
it's
But,
not controversial. I just think it's kind of the perfect livery for it.
yeah, no, I think for the Principality. I think,
Definitely a solid livery.
yeah. I think it definitely
Be nice
beats
to get off the screen.
It beats the Red Bull Star Wars livery. Definitely.
Oh, I forgot about
It's when they all dressed up as stormtroopers.
that was different. Or the Mercedes Germany 2019. We don't talk about that actually.
No.
Let's
Yeah,
not talk about
that
that.
could happen though. The trend could still happen where a new livery or a one-off livery gets you a bad result. So I mean,
Well, to be fair, I think Mercedes had the unluckiness of the Netflix crew, but I think that's what McLaren are going to get this weekend because
of the livery.
although Williams actually no, Williams will have it because it's their 750th race.
Oh yeah, true actually.
They're only 300 behind Ferrari.
Yeah, but Ferrari never. I think Williams could leave, but Ferrari will never leave.
Maybe.
Well, they've been in it for like what? Is it 1,000 races
Since the start.
Yeah, like since the very
Well
start.
over 1,000 races. I think it's like 1,015 races now.
Is it 1,020?
Yeah.
I think it's around. Yeah, maybe 1,015. But yeah, I don't think they'll ever leave. They got too much history to leave behind if they do. And I mean, it's not like they haven't got the funding. They definitely have the funding. I don't know why we're waiting so long.
I believe it's Rapid and Josh and Charlie.
Oh.
According to Finn.
No,
yeah, I
it's
feel
just-
bad for Red Hulk. I don't know how he managed to fumble his way into Q3. I mean, every time I got on board with him, he spun.
But I mean, way to do it in the end of the year. I mean, if you want to do it at one point, do it at the end of the year. Not to lose, realistically. Just go out there and have some fun, innit?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the attitude they need to have.
Championship's all wrapped up now. I think constructors are wrapped up as well.
No. First speed over 35.3, definitely not going to win. Nope.
Then who's racing?
I believe Joe can still salvage this for the Alpha Romeo team. That one, yeah. Oh, my controller batteries are low, so you're going to have to take over at whatever point I disconnect.
I shall do that indeed.
Apparently Corey is in the session now. Apparently Rapid needs to... There you go. We are heading in to Q3 now. Somehow Haas, after I dissed them earlier today, have got themselves into Q3. So, I mean, you know, who knows at this point?
No, the championship's wrapped up. The constructors have wrapped up.
Yeah,
the only real fight is between McLaren and Racing Point.
So that will be one to watch, even though there's only one driver.
Yes, very true. Unless we get a win.
Just by the sounds of it, I think Barker might be the first on track. Nope, looks like the McLaren. No, I think if Weeze wins and Racing Point get 2-3, they still... What positions are they?
Third and fourth.
Oh, right.
But it's wrapped up. It's practically wrapped up. Haas and Williams. That's one to watch, actually.
Where are Mercedes in the standings? Because they won the first race of the season, and then as soon as Salt disappeared,
they're ahead of us.
Definitely for a very unknown reason.
They're third to last. So
how are they ahead of Renault? What? No, because
that was actually. I'm going off Mexico results here, so.
I've had a podium, and you've had loads of consistent results, and so's Charlie. As in,
well, I'm not finishing Mexico results, so I mean.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Nah, yeah, Mercedes will take it today. Weeze is still fighting for P3 in the championship by the looks of things. I've got access to a different set of standings to you because I've got the more updated ones, but...
okay. Wait, do you have the updated constructors?
Yeah, I have both. So McLaren and Racing Point, the 16-point deficit. Basically, Weeze needs both Racing Points to finish outside the points or to crash.
And then
Williams and Haas, no, nothing's going to happen there. Mercedes and Haas is definitely a fight to watch, and AlphaTauri are dead last, and they will not recover.
I think Alpha's only got one driver in today, hasn't it?
AlphaTauri.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and Alpha as well. Many teams with only one driver in today, actually.
So we're going to turn the UI off once again, and we're going to watch one of the Racing Points on their lap. I will keep the UI on for the race, but for right now, it just looks too nice to not. So would you like to commentate over his lap?
Over who's? Have you been on Red Hawk? Yeah, Red Hawk.
No, the AlphaTauri, not AlphaTauri, Racing Point of...
Spence.
JD.
JD, okay. Where is he? Yeah, so he's going down straight now, DRS is wide open. If you can spot his braking point, you want to kind of keep it just straight as we can. Would have thought he would have ran over a bit of the curbs there, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. Can he nail this?
Sometimes that curb does really screw you over.
Yeah, he looked like he ran a bit too much over that curb.
When I did my F2 practice, it really did mess me up, and I know that it's going to react the same for F1.
I believe you can nail this triple chicane. Bit of a square of the wheel there, but it shouldn't really. Not taking as much curb there, but shouldn't really affect his time in the long run. See, this is probably the hardest part of the circuit. Just a bit of bumpy curbs everywhere. Misses that one. That's a good.
Yeah, the sausage curbs do really throw you off around here.
Yeah, it looks to be a decent time by JD. I think people might
Really
be
running
quicker
off the
than him.
track.
You'll get a bit of a toe here. What, 32.7?
The first lap to be set. Let's see if Weeze can beat it. Weeze comes across the line. Only does a 33.5. As Barker does a 33.3, beating Weeze's time.
I know I
Spence across
said
the line does a 33 flat, and that's another Haas around. That's Crispy.
I know I
in the
said
wall
that
out
he
turn
might
four.
not get beaten. He will get beaten, but I think that might be pole for JD.
Yeah, if Joe was here, I think he'd have something to say about it. Would just like to point out Crispy being in the wall out of turn 3.
Yeah, but that looks like pole. That looks like a pole. If Spence can try and get 3 tenths or possibly 4 tenths out of his time, that might be a fight between the two teammates for the last pole position of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless your boy Mick can say anything about it, or no, he's validated. Okay. I mean, Tadpole. Looks Tadpole can have everything to say about it. Nailing. Looks to have just nailed them corners there. See how tight he keeps it around here. Pretty tight around there. Possibly a bit too tight, having to just cock a bit right.
Hey, I've got
A bit slow into that chicane there.
I've got me controller changed on batteries now.
Okay. Yeah, Tadpole just went a bit slower on the triple chicane there.
Yeah,
Spots his braking point perfect. Yeah, just a bit slow around the tech. I still think it'd be a pretty solid time.
Yeah, it looks like to be a pretty solid time, but Tadpole's still got. I mean, he's still got to nail these two corners to make it a really good time, making it worth it. Rounds the final turn now, comes down to the line, only to set a 1:33.9. Not the best of times he could have set there. Could definitely have gone much faster.
Yeah, I think if he could have just stepped on the throttle a bit quicker, coming out some of them corners, I think he could have got that time down for about 4 tenths, 5 tenths there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He could have definitely.
I think your boy Mitt. Oh no, your boy Mitt's validated. Finn's invalid.
Yeah, but Finn is also on an out, isn't he? No, he's not. He's on an in.
I think Weeze.
Weeze my controller's not. I can't get off Tadpole.
Yeah, no, Weeze is just going around.
I cannot stop watching Tadpole.
Well,
my controller's not.
Tadpole. Got all the screen coverage time. Do what you want.
No, my controller's not reacting to anything.
No. Disconnect it, reconnect. DJ's here.
There we go.
Oh, he is here.
I've got access now.
Is Weeze coming in? Yeah, he's coming in.
Ah, your boy Mitt's invalid again. He's ran over the triple curb thing, chicane thing, whatever it's called, and he's invalidated. As we watch him now flying through the third sector here.
I see Barker there coming out of the pits. Oh no,
it's Finn.
Finn RTL.
So we will watch Finn on his outlap and his full lap, as Red Hawk I believe is also coming out the pits. He's only going to get one time running by the looks of things.
Yeah, well, yes.
The drivers will be leaving now to set their final timed runs of the session.
No, I think you can do 2 time runs.
It depends how quick they do their outlap. Finn looking to be on a very fast outlap here. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I think if Finn can nail these couple of corners here on his actual flying lap and he doesn't invalidate on the triple chicane, I think he could be on for a possible P4, P5 time. Because I think he just needs to grace into them 33s to get a P5 time, and I think he's definitely got the pace in him to do that. I wouldn't put it past Finn at all. But yeah, we'll just wait for him to round the.
I need to
What
change
I'd
the set
say
in a
is
minute because
probably
I
the
can't hear
hardest.
anything.
Well, you can't hear anything.
I can hear you, I can't hear.
Oh. Well, here we got Finn. Currently just about to start his lap. Here we go. Can he nail this final bit of the lap? Yes, he does nail it. He's pretty solid at the moment. I need to spot his breaking point there. He's just touching the second curve. You want a late apex here in this corner, just get your best run out. You want to make sure you switch into third gear just to get the most maximum traction. You're trying to get the DRS or the slipstream off your boy Mitt. Yes, indeed. There's a bit of a toe there by the Merc
It's a
boys.
very good team play there.
Yeah.
Both teammates doing very well to make sure they both set in very fast times. Your boy Mitt on an outlap as well, so definitely be a good thing for Finn.
Yeah, definitely. That is good. Definitely, like you said, good team play by both Merc boys there. I would have gained Finn about half a tenth, possibly a tenth. Oh, but he does invalidate. He does invalidate, just going a bit too tight there into the triple chicane. That's unlucky by Finn.
Very unfortunate there for him. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unlucky by Finn. I think Red Hawk. Yeah, Red Hawk's still on a lap, currently yet to set a time. Oh, bit squirmy there though.
He squirms the rear end every time. I get on board with him, he squirms. I told you. He just doesn't like the cameras. He's aborted the lap. Let's go to Wheeze then, who is looking to set a much faster time here.
Yeah, he's running perfectly there. Missed that last curve because that curve is quite violent. Very violent is probably the better term to use.
It definitely upsets the car.
Yeah, if you go too much over that sausage curve, like you said earlier, all the sausage curbs on this track are just lethal.
Deadly. They definitely don't like anyone going along them.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It's quite mixed though, because some curbs allow you, some curbs don't. Oh, Merc boys, I think they might have Finn possibly. Yeah, Finn is giving your boy Mitt toe. He's going to move out the way.
That would be very good. Very good for Finn to be repaying the favour there.
I don't know though, because it does.
Oh,
Finn's going to go for another toe. Hold up,
That's very good team play here. This could give your boy Mitt a very good, valuable time gain. A time gain he really needs.
Oh, look at it, just touching that. I think Weeze goes P2, 32.7.
This is who? Sorry, who P2? Weeze. 32.7. Yeah, he's nearly matched JD's time. I told you it wouldn't. Finn's not gonna be able to set another time. And now he is going to get in the way of your boy Mitt. No, he's not. Your boy Mitt's already passed him, don't worry. So your boy Mitt will be going in rounding. JD taking pole with a 132.3. Crazy lap from him.
And your boy Mitt take JD off his pole position right now. Oh!
No, he doesn't. I'm not even going to ask how that lap ended up being that bad. So we're going to go on board with Red Hawk. He's invalid. Let's not do that. Let's go with the Haas of Crispy here. Oh, sorry, I needed to burp. This Crispy rounds the penultimate turn and then rounds the final turn.
Oh,
loses the rear end.
Bit of the rear end lost. Oh, I think that could have been a P8 for Crispy. Just letting that rear end kick out a bit there. Just letting the rear end kick out a bit.
Yeah, it was too much. I think Weezers might be on a lap again. No, he's not. His DRS is off. Yeah, it's definitely not. Yeah, so Weeze officially missing out on pole position by just under 4 tenths. Just over? Just under? Just over.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hop out.
Right, well,
I'd like to
nice to have you here for qualifying.
I'd like to just say thank you very much, DJ, for commentating on the F1 races. I think from every driver and every person in the league. Thank you very much for doing that this season.
You and all the drivers are welcome. Thanks for providing very good entertainment for us and the viewers.
Thank you very much. And yeah, I shall try and do you proud, DJ. But
Yep, do me proud as the last race of the season. Go for it.
I'm just gonna send it. I've got a out to
Fair
lose.
enough. Just obviously try not to crash.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
Good luck.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, DJ, for the work though. Yeah. I'll see you next season possibly. Wink. You don't know.
I think you've given a bit away there, but sure. See ya.
See ya.
Right then, so that's Bass leaving us from the commentary here. So Bass will be heading down into his seat now to make sure he gets in his car ready for the formation lap. Let's see what these drivers can pull out today then. So, podium predictions? Anyone in the chat? I'd hope so, but Corey has joined the session now, so you know, it doesn't look like it. So sorry myself. I'll look at the chat in a moment. So we are in 10 seconds going to be underway for the formation lap here at Abu Dhabi. At the Yas Marina circuit for the final time this season. As here you are, all the cars lined up on the grid, ready to start the formation lap, and away they go for the formation lap. As JD leads the way from Wheeze, who leads from Spence, who leads from Barker, who leads from Tadpole, who leads from Finn, who leads from Mitt, who leads from Lias. There's the pit stop predicted strategy there. Who leads from Crispy, who leads from Red Hawk, who leads from Mab, who leads from Stevie, who leads from Bass, who leads from Charlie, who leads from Joe, who leads from Corey, who has joined the session late, and Z-Man, who has also joined the session late. Z-Man should be in the McLaren, but the game has popped him into the Alfa Romeo for whatever reason. Z-Man opting to start on the hard compound tyres here. Let's get up people's positionings. Getting up people's positions here. There's the Renault's obviously my favourites here to win. Or not to win, but to do well. Car number 72, car number 24. So we haven't seen Corey's or Z-Man's pace around here. Corey likely to have strong pace in car number 51. I don't know about Z-Man in car number 66. But we shall see in about 30 to 40 seconds time. So all the drivers here are on those sets of tires there. As you can see, there are the tire sets. We will watch this race from lights to flag. Let's see if JD can do a lights to flag win here today. There are no championship at stake for any of the drivers, so we will find out soon. So here we are, all the drivers lining up on the grid then. I'm gonna get rid of the telemetry because I don't like that. As the drivers rev the engines here as it's 5 red lights here in Gas Marina. And away we go here. JD getting a good start. Wee's getting an even better start. Wee's jumping JD off the line. Barker jumping Spence off the line. Weeze takes P1 into turn 1. Runs JD off the track. Looks like one of the Red Bulls in the back is off the track as well, but that is JD keeping his lead by going off the track. As we run further down the field, the Red Bull and the Mercedes are fighting here for position. I hate it when the thing does the glitch. The Renault's there vying for their track position. We don't know who's going to come out on top with these fights, but there is a very interesting one going on here. As all the cars head now down the back straight, the Renault's side by side, heading down to this turn, down into the chicane, sorry, as Joe looks to just fly past both of them here on the inside line. Joe on the hard compound tyres, I thought that was a bit of wing loss there, but thankfully it was not. As the drivers here all make their runs down to the triple chicane here. Charlie and Red Hook were side by side. I think something happened though, so we're going to move off of them. Because apparently blue flags are for whatever reason showing. None of the drivers liking their rear ends through here. As Joe and Bass are vying for track position, that's a virtual safety car deployed. I hate the first lap, it's always really hectic. As Joe, Loke and Bass Branch get a severe collision, with Joe receiving a 5-second time penalty for it, so's Bass. I don't know what happened, but I'm curious to find out. But JD here leads for lap 2 of this race. Huh? No, okay, that hasn't happened, alright. So a lot of drivers have boxed here on this lap. Charlie Gergiev for a wing change. Bass gaining quite a few positions along with Joe here. Tadpole also gaining positions. I wonder why these drivers are boxed. Do they all just need wing changes, or? Yep, they all needed it, including Corey. Elias getting a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. He didn't box, so I am slightly confused to how you manage that. As for some reason the Hasses are side by side. They're not for some reason, it's because we're under green flag conditions again. As oh my god, why is it so? I think when we get onto the next lap it'll be fine, but this is confusing me. As we go further down the field, looks like the Haas and the Red Bull here very close together, but they're not going to be fighting, whereas Finn and his teammate look to be very close together, also not fighting though. Joe and Bass close together. Joe picked up a 3-second time penalty already, and he has spun. Mab looks to be up the inside of Bass here, the most risky part of the track possibly to even try and make these sorts of moves. I don't know what gave him the courage there, but it is a very good job by him to keep it. As we head further up the field here, it looks like to be a very close fight again between the Red Bull and the Haas. Not as close as I thought it was though. Elias serving his drive-through penalty. As Mab has set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:41.6 immediately off the bat, showing his pace. Joe has retired from the session. As Charlie picks up a 3-second time penalty. As we go back on to the fight for the lead, there's not really a fight. JD's pulled a 1.3 second gap already. Weeze is probably going to try and go for the under or the overcut here when we get to the pit stops, if he cannot gain that time back in these laps. Barker on the podium, keeping his a 1.1 gap to Weaves. It's well done to Barker to be on the podium at this moment in time. It's, like I said, it might not be a one race wonder for him, as DRS is enabled. Looks like the Haas of Crispy is going to go around the outside of Tadpole. Tadpole going to keep it for the inside? No, he's not. He's going to go over the track limits and try and stick the outside, but it didn't work. And that's messed him up, but your boy Mitt is all over the back of Barker here, not giving Barker any breathing room. Later on the brakes, he's just not letting Barker have the space. As you see there, how closely they were when they went past. Like, there is no gap between them. JD picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That could be crucial later on in the race as he sets the fastest lap. As Mab here in P10, Bass running very wide. He's already got a 5-second penalty, so he's really trying to claw back some spaces here. Mab goes 2 seconds quicker than his previous best, but it's not again for fastest. As Corey sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:36.9. It's a very solid lap from him on the fresh medium tyres. Bass and Mab still very close together, but further up the field, Crispy and Barker and Mitt fighting for the podium positions. Mitt's going to go around the outside. Mitt on the softer tyres though, so they will die out in the next few laps. As Barker now will have the DRS down into the triple chicane. So will Barker possibly DRS and ERS and Rich mix himself all the way back up into that third place? No, he won't, but he is going to try and hold on to keeping close to him though. As Corey just overtook Lias on the back straight there. As Finn now all over the back of this Haas, not giving Crispy any room to breathe. Any room to breathe. Well done, me. As they round in Sector 3. Now, that was great English from me as they round it. Not exactly fighting, but they are close together. Oh my god, that Spence round. Spinning it, losing the positions there, P7 to 8. Yeah, went from P5 to P8 there in a matter of seconds. And he has boxed to get off of those scrubbed tyres. Sorry, flat spotted, not scrubbed. Spence is now a JD's now a 2.2 second gap to Wheeze. But Wheeze also having a 2 second gap to Mitt. But Barker is 7/10 back from Mitt. So Barker's going to need both DRS strikes possibly to gain anything here on Mitt. We are going to go on board with Barker as he ERS, using all of his ERS, all of his DRS. That's one of the Hasses off further back. That's Lias round. Nothing major though. But it is a full course caution, which will give the soft compound runners a major advantage over everyone else. As Barker seems to have gotten past Mitt. I don't know if that happened before the safety car or not though. So now then, we will wait and see if any of the soft compound runners do choose to box, which I'd assume they will because they're not stupid, but and they would probably go on to the mediums. So, as a talking point, IRL F1. Oh, the medium tyre runner's going in too, assuming for the hards, I guess. Maybe taking them to the end. We'll find out now. But IRL F1 news. Mitt going on to the mediums. Turkey has been moved off the calendar for a double header in Austria, as Turkey has rejoined the UK's red list, and most of the teams being from the UK, it's kind of an issue. So France has been moved, I believe, a week earlier, and there is an Austria double header. But I think Romain Grosjean will still get his test in the Mercedes. So, yesterday the championship in Formula 2 TFR was wrapped up. Me winning the championship, thankfully. Toby just unfortunately not getting... He did get a very good result in the first race, but he didn't get what he needed for the championship to be his. he needed me to not finish, and sadly for him, I did finish in P2. And then in the second race, James Petty getting his third race win of the season? Second or third? I'm not too sure. But he definitely won, I know that much. So, Joe did crash on the hard compound tires. Does that mean the hards aren't too good, or...? And will any of the front-running medium tires, I say front-running, JD and Tadpole, will they box? No, they won't. They don't think going to the hards yet is worth it. So, does anyone in the chat have anything F1 news-wise they want to talk about? Yeah. Transfer rumours for TFR, I'm not sure of any at the moment. I haven't heard any. I think me and Bass gave away our next season positions already, but... there are a lot of new managers, yes. Who are you left underman? Undermanned him? I don't know who you are. Because it depends on who you are, because... I don't think I'm allowed to actually say yet, because contracts haven't been... Because the new TFR 2021, F1 2021 regs haven't been released. And the new contract template hasn't been released, so I'm technically not signed, but I will be by Tuesday next week, along with a lot of the other drivers here. So yeah, there are quite a few new managers. I believe all the managers have been singled down to one F1 team and one F2 team, just to stop someone growing in a major in their economy. Safety car is in this lap. As JD will lead us away, but Wee's on the freshest medium tyres. He will be one to watch off this restart. My brain has only just clicked that Tadpole is in second, Corey's in fourth for this safety car restart, as we round the final turn now, and away we go for green flag running. JD jumping, getting a good jump on Tadpole. Wee's getting an even better jump on Tadpole, going down the inside already at turn 1. Further down the grid order, we do have the Racing Point and the Haas going side by side through there. As the Mercedes possibly making a move on the Haas. The Haas closed the door quite nicely now, though. As the Red Bulls have swapped position, I'd assume that was team orders. As Barker now makes a move on your boy Mitt. On the harder compound tyres as well, so that is a very nice move by him. As we go further back down the grid now, Crispy and Finn are side by side. As Finn has given the position there. But Red Hawk looking like... Oh, sorry, I've just jumped back to these two again somehow. But that looked to have been a good defense there. Red Hawk... Oh, that's the Renault of Charlie out the session. That was a very unfortunate crash by him, as the full course caution safety car is out for the... So this has given Stevie the chance he needed to catch back up to the rest of the pack. Which, I mean, he shouldn't have really needed, but hey ho. Wheeze is in P2, JD will have to box soon, so Wheeze is realistically in provisional P1. So here we are under the safety car, once again. Hopefully it won't be for too long this time round, but I mean, who knows at this point? No one will really know if the safety car may need to come out again this race. It's just the second time in 9 laps. Not always the best thing to do, but I guess it does give the drivers time to recompose themselves and cool down their engines and get their tyres sorted. So we are going now under safety car into the triple chicane. Will it be in this lap? No, not by the looks of things. So we will be having another lap of the safety car here today. There's JD in the Racing Point, still obviously leading, but he will have to pit soon. Wee's already making his pit stop, so he won't go to the end on those mediums, but he can definitely take him a long time and possibly pull the gap he needs. As we will see what drivers have made pit stops now and which ones haven't. As actually, we'll look at penalties first. JD having a 3-second time penalty, Crispy with a 3-second, Red Hook with in the AlphaTauri also with a 3-second, and Lias with an 8-second, Stevie with a 3-second, and Barker with a 3-second. So, seeing how many stops people have made, they've all, apart from JD, every single driver on track has made a pit stop. Stevie with a 5-second penalty for a collision with Barker. So we are heading through the hairpin now. Hopefully the last time we'll do it under the safety car. Probably not though, as there are still 15 drivers in this race. The safety car, we will find out at the end of the next straight whether or not that's going to be going in this lap or not. But I assume it is because all the drivers have been caught up. As the safety car is definitely in this lap. So your Corey has done an impressive race here to get to where he currently is. He's gained 13 positions in the opening 10 laps. And he has also, I believe, made a pit stop. Right. Yeah, so we will watch on JD's position for the restart here. Z-Man and Bass for some reason changing positions under the safety car. JD is gone now, as Wheeze did get caught out by that. Corey didn't get caught out by that by the looks of things. As they head now on the run into turn 1 for green flag running, window open for Corey to pit onto hards. as we are looking through the grid ordering. There are no position changes as of yet, but Stevie and Barker are very close together by the looks of things on the timing sheet. Barker getting a better run through there on the right line. He's going to go up the inside. No, he's not. He's not going to think about making any moves yet. As the gaps aren't really spreading out just yet, but that does look like Red Hawk and Bass are going to come very close together down the main straight, so maybe Red Hawk going to look for a dive bomb at the end of the straight. No, he will not. Finn getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. As Lias is now all over the back of Red Hawk. Lias looking to go around the outside, the crowd there cheering him on. Lias makes the move. No, he doesn't. Turns into the inside line, but he doesn't get to keep it alongside. As we are going through, again, looking on all the drivers, but no one seems to be close to making any moves, so we are going to go back to what we were just watching, but that's now Barker getting up to the back of Lias. It seems to be as soon as one driver in front gets close, another driver from behind you gets close. As Stevie nearly rear-ended the back of Barker there, going very wide off the track. As Bass and Red Hawk change positions, that's Bass in the wall. Is he out of the session? No, he's not. But was that anyone's fault, or was he losing that on traction? We don't know. Finn is all over the rear of the Haas of Crispy here. Finn will be desperate to try and get past him, because he knows he's definitely going to be faster, especially on the softer compound of tyres here. As there's a major at the back, Red Hawk and Barker here, vying for position side by side into the hairpin. Red Hawk possibly going to go for the switchback, doesn't look like he will. But that is Barker now, all over the back of Z-Man. So Barker's going to try and make the move here on Z-Man. And I wouldn't blame him for it. Barker has made the move here on Z-Man. He's made it stick. He's just given Red Hawk one more person to overtake to get in his way. As Finn still not past the Haas of Crispy, but he has got the Williams of Mab catching up to him. As all the drivers do seem very close together, I do not like this camera whatsoever. Bass playing catch up at the back there. As Finn went around the outside of Crispy there by the looks of things. I couldn't really tell what side he went. That was a hard camera to tell, as it looks like the senior team about to be up against the junior team here. As Tadpole looking to make a move on Red Hawk. DRS is enabled this lap. As Mab is all over the gearbox of Crispy here. They make the run through turn 1. Crispy picks up a... No, sorry. Bass picks up a 3-second time penalty. This is me trying to talk too quick and you see how it goes wrong. As the Red Bull of Corey. Tadpole still nowhere near making a move, but that did look like Mab tried to make a move there on Crispy into that chicane, but didn't get anything stick. As they go around the hairpin now, Mab is going to have DRS on Crispy. Crispy's not going to have DRS at all. Mab's going to get all the way up to Crispy by the looks. Yep, Crispy out of ERS, sorry. It's going to be up the inside here. It looks like Barker's going to do it too. As they both get past Crispy and they are both moving up positions, as Barker's going to look to claim the position from Mab as well. And Barker does get the position, but he's not going to have DRS to fight to keep that position. So Mab is just going to come straight back at him. But it doesn't look like he's going to get close enough. Maybe he does. He has dived up the inside. That was a bit of a late dive, so if there was contact there, that would definitely be Mab's fault. As the top 5 aren't really separating there, it's just forming a DRS train. As we go further to the back of the field, nothing's really going on. Bass picks up another 3-second time penalty. I think he should just give up at this point. He's just getting 3 seconds after 3 seconds after 3 seconds, and he's got a... No, he doesn't, but he's on the hards. He's just going to constantly be picking up those penalties. As Finn is trying to break away from Barker and catch up to the back of the DRS train. So we are going to watch Wheeze because he looks to be closer. No, we're not. We're going to go all the way down to the Williams of Stevie, who is up the inside of Red Hawk by the looks of things, but he is not alongside, so it doesn't count. As they go into turn 3 now, rounding through turn 3, getting very good runs, both of them. Stevie looking to get the better one. He did go off the track there. That could have been bad. He makes the dive up the inside into the chicane. He just cuts the curb there, picking up a 3-second, but we do want to watch Wheeze as he is going to get closer and closer to JD here as we get to the end of these straights. Wheeze goes for the inside here. JD leaves him all the room. Wheeze does cut a bit of the curb by the looks of things. Wheeze is going to have DRS for the next straight. He's compromised JD's exit. Wheeze is going to open the DRS and he's going to get around JD. Corey looks to be joining in the fray here as well. Corey up into the lead of this race. That's amazing from Corey, taking both positions off of those drivers there. But Wheeze still fighting to keep P2. JD did fully cut the track there and then push Wheeze off the track. So I think JD should definitely be giving that position back to Wheeze. As Wheeze did just cut through. Major collision there for Wheeze. That is a virtual safety car here. Oh, that was an eventful couple of seconds. Whew. As whilst we are under the virtual safety car, I am gonna take a drink really quickly. As drivers have chosen to pit, I'm going to see what they've boxed onto. Mab in for the hards. Yep, Finn in for the hards. Wheeze in for the hards too. Bass is also going to be pitting. I don't think he should have though, as he's gone in for the medium compound tyre. As Corey looks to be revving his, going fast. Mab picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. That'll be on pit exit, which is really unfortunate for this, because this game is glitched. And it does that a lot, as the racing points vying for position, bit all over the back of them. The racing points did come together there. Now, Mitt and Spence are going to have DRS on JD, so JD could lose out on 2 positions here down this back straight. As Spence goes around the outside, Mitt just not close enough to make anything from it. As we see Corey there, but watching the racing points behind him tangle for position. The pink Mercedes and the black Mercedes here, all in the fight for this position. As the Williams and the Haas, Jesus Christ, that was late braking from Stevie, as the Williams and the Haas are now side by side going through the third sector there. That was the worst camera angle ever to watch them. But they are still basically side by side here, neither of them giving an inch, going around the penultimate turn. As they go now to the final turn, the Haas just skips back in front. And Stevie does lose the rear end slightly there, and that will be all the time lost he needed. Words. I gave up on that sentence. As Mitt is going to have the DRS on JD down the back straight. JD somehow losing out from the race lead and eventually now going to be the podium. As your boy Mitt has not got DRS. Ignore the voice crack. Or he's just choosing not to use it because he knows he'll get the next straight of DRS. I don't know there. I'm confused. I would have used the DRS, but there's a move going on at the back for Elias and Z-Man. But Mitt is not going to be close enough, so we'll go back to Elias and Z-Man. As these three are all very close together here, not side by side though. As the camera is focused in on the Haas of Elias, who is going to make no move here, but Stevie is going to go for the inside of Elias. Elias going to rear end Z-Man. That is going to push Stevie off the track. Elias definitely did not leave the sufficient space there. As Mitt all over the back of JD still. As they're shown, I was going to say, I'm sure they were just right next to each other then. Whew, as JD has boxed, we're going to see what he goes for. It's likely going to be the medium compounds. He's really lost out here from not picking under the safety car. Sorry, why would it be the mediums? It's going to be the softs. Looks like he's opting for a one-stop. This could, to be fair, it might not lose him out as much as I thought it would. As Mitt has fallen... No, he hasn't. He's just nowhere near Spence. As Elias and Z-Man seem very inseparable. Alfa Romeo versus Haas here. The back three teams. I only named two, but there are three teams here. I promise you I'm not going crazy. But the back marker teams in real life showing there are midfield material in the game. Elias is going to be on the back of Z-Man. This is an alright camera to watch this with. Because I don't think Elias is going to want to make a move just yet. Elias is still going to go for it though on the inside line. Becomes the outside for the next turn, which will in turn give Z-Man the DRS for the next straight, which is going to lose Elias out, but Stevie has now just joined the party. As Elias can pull away whilst Z-Man and Stevie now fight it out for P9 in this race. Whew. This is really draining my voice out today. This is the best commentating I think I've done. There's Bass for P14 here. It's gaining and gaining on Mab. But it doesn't look like he's going to be close enough. We are going to watch this because it's fighting. That's not important for a position, but it's fighting nonetheless. That's an amazing move from Bass there through the triple chicane. Marcel, clip that please. That's an amazing move from Bass. I'm glad I got on board to watch that. Marcel, please clip that if you remember how. As now that's the Haas of Crispy boxed. He's going to go in for the medium compound tires or the softs. Gone in for the hards, then I guess. Huh? Didn't he? Huh? Did he have a drive-through? What? I gotta find out what happened. I'm confused. Oh, he did have a drive-through. Fair enough. As Z-Man catching up to the rear of JD somehow. JD being on those softs. JD is getting onto the sides of Z-Man, not Z-Man, Stevie, and he's past Stevie. Stevie not fighting it, knowing he is much faster. Barker moving up into the podium positions now, passing your boy Mitt. Mitt on the significantly older, not soft is it, that's mediums. Significantly older medium compound of tire. Feel bad for Wheeze here. He did have a good position towards the start of this race. But now towards the end, he's just, because of that collision, he's just gone all the way back. As the closest on-track fight as of the moment is JD catching up to Lias. Lias not seem to be giving him this position like JD would hope. Corey boxing, presumably onto the softs. Yes, he is. Mitt also boxing onto the softs. This has put Barker into P2. Barker could go to the end on these mediums. They'll be dead, like dead, but he can do it. They'll do the time. It's just whether or not the back lot will catch him. As Tadpole's been up into P3 now. Corey, is he gonna have overcut JD? Yes, Corey did overcut JD. They've come out very close together here. Corey on the fresher tyres. He's now got the advantage over JD for the rest of the race. But JD is going to have DRS on Corey for the next lap. As I have accidentally dropped my phone. JD not being able to make the move on the back straight. I don't think he was even trying to though. Because he knows he'll have DRS for this straight as well. But he is still not gonna make it. But at the back there, there's going to be Wheeze getting all over the back of Red Hawk. Red Hawk just letting it happen, knowing Wheeze is a much pacier driver. As Stevie is about to be overtaken by Mitt. Stevie just let it happen, knowing Mitt is in the senior team here. Spence is boxing, which puts Barker into P1 in this race. And I generally still believe Barker could take these tyres to the end. Spence chucking on the softer compound tyres. Will he get out ahead of his teammate and the Red Bulls? Not the Red Bulls, but he will get ahead of one of the Red Bulls as Tadpole has boxed for the softs. He's not going to get ahead of the other Red Bulls, but that's also a Williams into the box. Whilst there's no action, I will drink really quick, because I need it. As there looks to be action further back. Spence on Lias. Lias in P4 here. Spence really going to take this away from Lias. Lias not fighting it, knowing Spence is a much quicker driver. As we go further back, Wheeze catching all up to the back of Crispy. Crispy, I believe, also just let that one happen, knowing Wheeze is a much quicker driver. This will be a great fight to keep tabs on, though, as Crispy has played this to his advantage. He could realistically try and overtake Wheeze, or he's going to use this to defend from Red Hook. But further back, that's Z-Man and Mab fighting here for position. As Z-Man does come out on top there, as Elias has been forced off the track by your boy Mitt. Mab picking up a 3-second time penalty here. Now, Barker's got to lead for 7 more laps, and he's won this race. But Corey rapidly gaining on him. Let's just check the times of Barker and Corey's last laps, just to show you. So, Barker's last lap was a 38.3, Corey's last lap was a 35.2, so there's the time difference. I don't think anything more needs to be said, but Corey will catch. Now it's just to hope that Corey picks up the penalty, as he is one warning away from doing so, actually. As Wheeze has pulled from Red Hook and Crispy, but Red Hook looking eventually to make this move on Crispy, trying to get up into P8 in this race. He is DRS, no ERS, all the way up to Crispy. He's not going to try and make the move down the straight, because he knows he'll get DRS for the next DRS zone. As he gets a marginally better exit than Crispy, gets the DRS, puts down at the ERS. Basically nothing left to fight with for either of the drivers. He goes for the inside line. Crispy gonna try and fight it. No, he's not. And that's Red Hook moving up into P8 in this race. As all the gaps apart from these two are relatively spaced out, we are just gonna keep on with these two. Whew. This has been a very good race so far. Tadpole catching up to the back of Crispy and Red Hook, though. We are going to watch Tadpole on his march here, as Crispy does box now, probably for the softs. It's way too late for him to do this, though. Should have done it 2-3 laps ago if he was going to do it at all. So that's one stop for Crispy, though. Second stop, actually. JD being the only driver to pull off an actual one stop. As we are watching Tadpole just make his gains here on Red Hook. In fact, we're going to turn off the UI. I know I said I wouldn't, but we're going to do it. As Tadpole goes for the inside here. Red Hook just not going to hold off. Not going to hold him. And that's Tadpole up into P8. JD picks up a 3-second time penalty. No. That's bad news for him. For him. Sorry, that was really posh. Which means Barker will, if he can keep a lead, keep P2 in this race. I believe Corey will get within 3 seconds before the end, though. As he is the winner of the TFR F1 Championship for Season 4 here. He won it, I believe, in the US. as we hit the 100-minute mark on the stream. Not too much going on here anymore, so we are just going to watch Barker on his charge to keep the lead. I will interview Bass and Finn at the end of this race. Maybe Crispy as well if I can get him in, and Stevie. Actually, we're going to interview the head of FIA at the end of this race as well. As there is a close-ish gap back here with Z-Man and Mab, so we're going to go on board with that, but I've not noticed this fight here. As they are very close together, but I didn't notice that's Red Hawk who's round. Sorry, I missed that. And that's a virtual safety car. Where did he bin it? There. I'm not too sure how you can bin it there, but he did. So, I guess that's that. As Corey has got so close to Barker now. So we're back for green flag running. That's Crispy off as well for... Crispy off for whatever reason. As I have been told, there will be a post-season press conference. Not tonight, though. As Barker and Corey are fighting, Corey's gonna make the move here. Barker possibly going to dive for the inside to try and keep this position. No, he's not. Corey's going to be on the pace now the whole time. Corey will win the final race of the season. As we drop back, this is Lias trying to make a move on Mab here. Lias going to have the DRS wide open as they head down the first of the two back straights. As Lias chooses not to go for the inside line, but he nearly rear ends the back of Mab. As Mab gets a worse exit, Lias does run off track. That'll be a warning for him. As he gets the DRS wide open to make the move on Mab up the inside into the triple chicane. If anyone else can pull off a move like Bastard here, then that would be crazy. As that's yellow flags, that's Mab out of this Grand Prix. I have never seen anyone bin it there. Yeah. Cool. JD here charging up to the back of Barker. He's going to rob Barker of P2. That's a shame for Barker. I do feel bad for Barker. He's done very well here to keep P1 for as long as he did. As Corey's already 3.6 ahead of Barker. That just shows that his mediums tires, if you look at them there, they're very much worn. So, that is JD past Barker. I didn't really make a comment on it because it wasn't exactly anything that wasn't going to happen. It was expected from the get-go. Tadpole hopefully being able to get up to Finn soon, as I have forgot to confirm Red Bull have won the Constructors' Championship, so congratulations to their manager Stephen and to both drivers for an excellent season. Tadpole did start off driving conveniently for the runner-up of the championship, Alfa Romeo, but subsequently got sold to Red Bull. Tadpole being last season's TFR champion, but this season that goes to his new teammate of Corey Marshall, which he did a stellar performance this season. But talking of Tadpole, we're going to watch him as he possibly makes one of the final moves of this season, and possibly the final move of his Red Bull career. Who knows? So we will watch him as they get towards the back straights. In fact, we will turn the UIs off for this, as Tadpole does deserve some recognition for putting up a great championship this season, even though he didn't win, or come close to winning. That's the move made on Finn, by the way. Even though he didn't come too close to winning the championship, he still won last season, and that was enough. That is enough to prove he is a very good driver here. Whew, this has been a very good season of TFR. It's been a fun one to say the least. I don't know if I mentioned the post-season press conference that I have been told will be done by Giles, the head of FIA, so there will be no interviews for this race, which I was hoping to do, but hey-ho. We'll have a post-season press conference. Corey picks up a 3-second time penalty, only if he picked that up a couple of laps ago. But yeah, so that's you will get interviews from drivers and managers, and possibly commentators. Then I don't know if commentators will be involved. It's up to Giles, the head of FIA. As JD Spence, that's the Haas of Lias off at the back there. They had a great qualifying, the Haas team, but they just haven't been able to pull it out in the race. That's the Spence the Spencing point. Yes, the Spencing point of JD. No, the Spencing point of Racing Point. the Spence of Racing Point is about to take the podium position away from Barker. Lias has spun it again. I'm not even going to look because this move is much better to watch. As Barker will most likely keep P4 in this race now as we're on the penultimate lap. So Barker, DRS, possibly going to fight this back. Lias round again, close to being lapped. Surprisingly, not a single driver has been lapped in this race. As you can see, Lias' tyres are just boiling at this point. As Corey, the championship winner, Lias is probably going to do some donuts now, rounds the final turn to start the final lap of the TFR 2020 Season 4. As Corey, we will watch this entire lap, unless the Racing Points fight this out, which I think they will. Which it doesn't look like they're close enough. I think they will leave it like this. They are close. Zeman picking up a 3-second time penalty, not going to alter his race. Your boy Mitt doing very well to keep it clean. JD has 9 seconds of penalties, which does mean Barker will take this podium. Right, these are the worst cameras you could have given me, game. Like, I don't get you. As these two teammates here this season in Racing Point, which next season will be known as Aston Martin in the game, as it is already in real life. Spence looking possibly for the outside. Neither of them are going to get it. Why are we getting this camera view for both cars? I hate it. As Spence has let JD through. As they are going to fight this down now through the sketchiest part of the track. Side by side nearly. Is this going to be a repeat of Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon constantly killing each other? Who knows? But Corey is going to round the final time. Round the final corner for the final time. Sorry, my controller disconnected. Corey winning the championship and the final race. Spence taking P2, Barker P3, JD 4th, Mitt 5th, Wheeze 6th. Tadpole will come around the final turn to take 7th. Finn taking 8th. Bass taking 9th somehow. Z-Man in the McLaren Alpha taking 11th, 10th, and Stevie coming through the final sector now to take 11th. But it's just going on board with Corey, the championship winner this season. Fair play to Corey. He's done a stellar performance all season. So, well done to Corey, as I said, driver of the day as well, going from back of the grid to first. As here is your final podium of the season. That's the last time as well you will see the Aston Martin logo in a TFR season. Apart from next season when it's on the actual Aston Martin car. I forgot about that. So, that was your final race of the season. So thank you all for joining us here at Abu Dhabi and Yas Marina for the final race of the season. Thank you for watching all season long. Thanks to all the drivers for providing an entertaining performance. Thanks for Corey and Joe for giving a good title challenge through the whole season. But from all of us here at TFR, we will see you, well, in the post-season, we will see you for a few events and races. We're not sure what yet, we're not sure when, but there will be some, so stick around to watch them. But we're not sure when the new season starts yet, but it won't be as soon as the new game comes out. But for the next genuine F1 and F2 season will start in about, if it's a guess, 2 months, maybe a month. So we will see you then. Goodbye.